of equipment that'll be running are these BMT standards. They were built, I think, in 1910, if you can believe that. You heard the whistles on those standards. Sound reminiscent of the old New York Central ACMUs and the old Buds. Well, here come the R1, R9 sets arriving after completing a run from here to Kings Highway and back. Well, here's an R10 car that was popular on the A train. I remember riding on these. They were fast and extremely noisy at speed. Very noisy. Deafening. There was no traction motor sound on these cars, but just the fact that they ran, they just shook, roared, deafening roar. Here's the deal, folks. Arriving now in the sea of people here at Brighton Beach are the gate cars. Made out of wood.
Major player in the rapid transit scene in North America since the early 1980s when they delivered the beef close to the grocery store.
Well, folks, if you like the New York accent, you'd love listening to this guy talk. Not me, the guy on the PA system. All right, we're leaving Brighton Beach on the BU gate cars, the wooden cars. Gonna take a ride up to Kings Highway and back. This car is packed. It's only a 3-car set, but only 2 cars are carrying passengers. We're really squeezed in here like sardines. Take a look. If you like to be by yourself, don't ride on these trains. Okay, we're riding on a line that's served by the Q train from Coney Island. Goes up to 96th Street on the Upper East Side. We're hobnobbing with those Q trains. This and the other antique trains. We're running down the express tracks and queues on the local tracks. There's a queue right there. R68 version cars. Here's the Belt Parkway. Station Sheepshead Bay.
Sheepshead Bay.
Definitely need the weed sprayer here.
The Sheepshead Bay.
I think those are R46s. Ah, the lead car is an R10. I'm not sure what the other two cars are.
You saw the future coming right here.
The next train behind us are the R1 and the R9 cars. The BMT standards are running too. And they also have a brace of R32s in the storage yard, south of Brighton Beach Station. Record the ride up to Kings Highway, and on the way back, my traveling companion, Ian, will answer questions about the types of subway cars running today, both on these parade of trains excursions and the revenue cars. He's more of an expert than I am. That's Neck Road Station. Avenue U. These are the places to go. Not too crowded, and you get to see these trains running back and forth through here on the way up to Kings Highway and back. Cars have open vestibules, no sliding doors. You get in by opening up gates. Looks like kudzu plants.
They were affiliated with the...
This is a nice area of Brooklyn here.
They did?
Well, this is Kings Highway. This is as far as we go. We'll reverse direction and head back to Brighton Beach. All right, here's my companion Ian, Mr. Transit. You've been called worse, I guess.
I can care less.
So tell me a little bit about these cars we're riding.
So these are the BU gate cars. BU stands for Brooklyn Union Elevated. These cars were made out of wood. And these cars specifically, they only run in elevated territory. If they run underground, the third rails will spark like crazy.
Really?
They will spark like crazy, from what I've been told. So they cannot run underground with on its own power.
I see. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They could run underground, but they have to be towed by something else.
Yeah.
Whether it's something else nostalgic or whatever. Could be the R19s, could be the standards, could be anything. So this is the only time that these cars can take passengers between runs between Brighton Beach and Kings Highway, non-stop.
Oh, okay. So tell me a little about some of the other equipment that's running there. The BMT standards, what do you know about those?
The BMT standards I'll say that again, they've been having a lot of mechanical issues lately. So personally, that's the equipment that I haven't been on yet. So
we will,
hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. They're the second type of equipment that was built after these cars were built. I think those cars came like around 1910 or something like that.
Yeah, wow. Over 100 years old.
Something like that.
They look great.
That's when the low V's were around. That's when the low V's came into play on the IRT.
And those are all triplex cars?
Triplex. I'm not sure if they're they're tying in the AB standards and the triplex cars together. Pre-pandemic, they did not do that. They ran separately.
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure about that. But should be fun. Should be exciting.
Okay.
What we passed earlier was...
Yeah, what were those three cars that I saw?
So...
R10 was the first one, the blue and white one.
The blue and white one was an R10. The second car was also an R10. And the other car was an R16. From what I've been told from retired train operators, they don't run as good. But from what I've been told, the R10s, they were the best cars around.
Noisy, very noisy.
Noisy too, yep. Noisy, flat wheels, squared wheels, all around. So we'll definitely get a ride in those as well.
Hopefully we will,
Hopefully, depending on the time. You know, we're only down here today. We got plans tomorrow. They're supposed to be running tomorrow as well. So this weekend, could see R32s as well. So we could hopefully get to see that. But this year is a little bit different than previous. They've been doing shuttle runs between Brighton Beach and Ocean Parkway. But this year, they're not doing that. It's only between Brighton Beach and Kings Highway.
Well, I was hoping we would be riding the R1 and 9s before they had a little mechanical problem, but now they're running. And
yeah, they had a mechanical issue. I think it's something to do with their releasing, something with the air release.
Who built those R1 and 9s? American Car and Foundry or something?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'll have to get back to you on that, but they've been running them on the holiday train for several years. I'm talking like a decade ago. They've been running between 2nd Avenue on the F line and Queens Plaza on the E, M, and the R lines. Then after that, once 2nd Avenue opened up, they've been running between 2nd Avenue on the F line and 96th Street 2nd Avenue on the Q line.
Oh, okay. Looks like they're opening the front car.
They opened up the front car, so as you can tell, it's going to open up now.
And now I can breathe again.
I can breathe again.
So what kind of cars are running on the Q train today?
Everything old school. R46s, R68s, 68As. When we see the nostalgic equipment going by, I could tell you a little bit more about the R68s and R68As, the difference between those cars.
Anyone else who wants to go into the next car, you guys can walk up slowly. Please don't run.
You don't want to run on these. Okay.
No.
Well, we'll see the R1 and 9s next. They'll probably pass us up here.
Yep, definitely.
All right, so I'll talk to you later about some more stuff. But
absolutely.
Thanks for your expertise. We're See the gears on these cars? It's a beautiful day today. Bringing the people out. It's great to have this back again. They had it like, I think they had it last year, but I know 2019 was before that, so. There's one knock I got against Philadelphia is that they don't restore their old Broad Street subway cars. They don't run any excursions with those old Brills. That's another Q train. There's R1 and 9s there. I rode a lot of those growing up. Chicago is great for preserving subway equipment. In fact, a lot of it is in the Illinois Railroad Museum. I saw some of them. Not all of them, but...
Yeah, right when the doorway, and I saw that they, like you said, there's nothing in here.
Coming into Brighton Beach, everybody gets off. I see headlights down in the distance on the Standard, the VMT Standard, so I hope they're the next train out. My friend has never ridden on them. It's been years since I did, like about 50. They used to run on the LL train, today's L train. LL train years ago used to run with the oldest equipment on the system usually. Looks like they're getting ready to go. The R1 and R9 cars will be next in on this track, or next departure on this track. I don't know how they're doing things.
Ready, you may close down and go.
Blowing that whistle. Normally I'm a horn freak, but today I'm a whistle freak. Comes a Q train bound for Coney Island. R46s. They've been around for a long time. There's a guy wearing a Montreal Expos baseball cap, an old baseball team that moved to DC. They're screaming for baseball in Montreal again. There's another Coney Island Q train with an R68A set of equipment. A little newer than the 46s. And here come the R1, R9 train set.
can't find it. I have an eyesight. Look, Dad, they even have the elevator lines on this mask. I just took that a bit like pineapple is gonna be freeze dried. Yeah, now I think about it, we're gonna see the elevator cars on the way. Because they left before us, we literally have to see them. Unless they're going further into this highway. I think there was other people on that one.
Racing a Q train with R46s. Well, he stopped. That's the only reason we were able to beat him. Look at these cars. A basketball player would have a very difficult time walking around in here. I believe this is an R9 car. And we're heading back to Brighton Beach. Now here the R32s, recently taken out of service. Right now we're on a stifling hot R32.
Steamy R30. Oh, I'm over here.
Ooh. July is back in this car.
It requests if they really want to.
There's the train of all 1 and 9s. We'll get a rear view ride anyway, and then we'll get the head end ride going back.
Yes, that's right.
We feel a little breezy.
We're a little breezy. We love it, baby.
Stifling hot, no air conditioner. There goes an R46.
Yeah, I saw a drone or something.
I don't have to tell you what they are. I have an audience that'll tell me what it is.
We'll go express, ladies and gentlemen. I think we'll go express, baby. I guess this train was called Speedy Gonzales, baby. I guess I think the train's gonna eat spinach.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Well, the low boys are out. And the R10 set is out too, so we should see those. There's the R10 set. R32s.
Yeah!
Discontinued earlier this year.
That's right, baby. You're going to Brighton Beach to Kings Highway.
Yep.
Got an exuberant audience here.
Now we're slowing down.
This is Sheepshead Bay.
Sheepshead Bay, Sheepshead Bay. Go to fishing, go fishing, Sheepshead Bay, go eat your ducks. Oh, we need Sheepshead Bay later. Look at everybody taking pictures in Sheepshead Bay Station, baby.
I envy them, they're cool
Yes,
out there.
it is. Cool happening. Come on, R32. Keep speeding, baby. Keep speeding, R32. You go shaking boy. Come on. There you go.
Yeah, these things can still move. They haven't been out of service that long. High greens.
I'm gonna put it on Instagram or WhatsApp or TikTok.
Yeah.
Everybody. Beep 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 beep.
Where are the low boys?
Oh, I guess I'm going a little bit faster.
Neck Road.
Oh, everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. You're going secret. Right? R68 Q-Train. R68 Q-Train.
There are 68s.
I saw you was on R68 Q-Train.
Yes, I was.
You was there. I was there R68 on Thursday to go to work.
That was Avenue U.
Yes. And that's Kings Highway. Everybody was saying, whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. Our next one, please. they'll fix it.
They knew I was coming. Yeah, they knew I was coming.
Yeah. It's kind of slow here. We're going to do these hot bitches. Come on. Oh boy, it's getting slow here.
Here we go.
R68A, huge height. Wow, it's unbelievable. R68, huge height. R68A, unbelievable. Holy cow. You gotta be kidding me.
Kings Highway. Soon, forward march.
There you go. That was hilarious. About the QR 32.
Gotta get the weed sprayer through here. Alright, resume away. Okay, I got long arms, don't worry about me.
Probably gonna get split. Everybody on
I just seen a picture that was taken like it's maybe 6 months ago. I was this line. Once in a while, I can see the train going. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, that too. And like sometimes, you see a W train going north from Brooklyn. At least 2 W trains show up. Yeah, a lot.
That's some asshole who keeps on making fun of New York. His mom was since yeah, I just want to beat the shit out of him. I want.
Oh yeah, going to Harlem, right? It's gonna connect with the.
Nah, it's impossible to move on without too. No, I tried to block him. He just made something. Contacted me.
Okay, we're at Neck Road now, just beyond Sheepshead Bay to get run-bys of these old trains. Yeah, this is Neck Road crossing, Neck Road Station. I'm too great crossing oriented, that's my problem. This is on the Q during the weekdays. The B also serves this line as an express, I believe. There's a Q train arriving, bound for 96th Street on the Upper East Side with some R68 cars. next stop is Avenue U. Remember when I was in Chicago, I was impressed with the 4-track elevated main lines and how New York doesn't really have much of that? Well, here's an example where it does exist. It's not an elevated structure, at least not here. It's more or less slightly above ground level. Oh, here come the Bud R32s. It's a lot cooler standing here watching those than riding on those. There's another Manhattan-bound Q train with R68A cars. They're definitely R68s. I thought they were R46s based on the number. Oh, okay. The old and the somewhat new.
That's all 46 is coming.
Ooh, I love those whistles. Reminiscent of the old New York Central MUs. So Ian, these are R46s here?
R46s, yes sir.
How do you tell the difference between an R46, an R68, and an R68A?
Well, easy difference. The looks. This former R46, and you got a diamond Q. This former 46 used to be based at a Jamaica yard. Jamaica yard houses the E, F, M, and the R lines. The 46s always ran on the F and the R lines. From my personal take, I grew up riding them, especially the F, the R. Even when the V train was still around, the G ran out to 71st Avenue.
Yep.
Weekends only during my time, and then due to lack of ridership, they cut back to Court Square. And it still ran with 4-car trains instead of 8.
Yeah, I remember they were short.
Yeah, it's just the lack of ridership, unfortunately. Now with the R160s being on the G, it's now 5 cars. Go figure. The 46s.
Well, they look a lot like the 68s.
Not really actually. The lights are different. Do we have something coming? No, nothing coming. The lights are different. The way how they're positioned, the roll sign is different. The car numbers are different. The windows are different. The difference between the 68s and the 68As, however, they look very similar.
Yeah,
But
they do.
the windows are different. The car numbers are different. The releases are different. The brakes. The doors are a little bit different.
Yeah.
You don't notice it till you really notice how the doors open and close. And with the 68s, they have a different window, different car numbers. They're in the 2000s range. The 68As are in the 5000 range.
The lower or the high 5000s?
The lower 5000s.
Oh, okay.
The 68As range from 5,000 to 5,200.
Ah, okay.
I don't remember. I might be right. I don't remember. The 68s are 2690 something. I have to look it up again. 2690 something to I think 2916 or whatever.
Yeah.
There's pairs of 68s on the Franklin Avenue shuttle. There's no roll sign on it. It's just a sticker. Because of the fact that those particular pairs of 68s are solely for the Franklin Avenue shuttle.
Unusual line. It's like elevated, sort of ground level, goes through a tunnel.
It's
It's weird. It's a little
It's very suburban, very scenic.
schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic. If you really want to check out the Franklin Avenue shuttle, Park Place would be a good stop. Botanic Garden if you want to see the double track.
Yeah, I heard.
So that's my take on it. I've been on the Franklin Avenue shuttle. Very scenic.
Oh, you know what line I like to explore? The number 5 to Dyer Avenue.
Oh yeah, the 5. A good stop to go to is Morris Park.
Oh, okay. Because it
stop.
looks like
Yeah,
that's the old New York and Westchester.
exactly.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
gotta check that out. So how you enjoying your day so far?
To start, it was a bit shaky. You know, there were a couple of mechanical issues with the equipment, but otherwise, I can't really complain. You know, I'm here enough. The standards run, but
They're not running when we're out waiting for them.
Exactly. They have so much mechanical issues. They only run them once a year.
Okay, the
Yeah.
R9s and 1s are doing good. The
The R19s, yep, they're doing pretty good.
R32s are doing good aside from the air conditioning
Yeah, the
malfunction.
AC was a
and,
bit of an issue. But,
R10s look nice.
the R10s are fast.
The low boys, those are
Mhm.
really cool. Oh well, thanks for your expertise.
Absolutely, my
There's
thought.
5868 there.
This used to be from the A line. This used to
Oh.
be housed out of Pitkin Yard. Some of the 46s actually went to Jamaica Yard from Pitkin because a couple of years ago Jamaica was short on 46s, so they had to bring a couple of these from Pitkin Yard from the A line
Yeah.
to be used on the F or the R lines. So the interesting fact about the 46s. The 46s on the A line, however, are Pullman standard cars. I think they were made by Morrison Knudsen or something like that.
Yeah.
We got some 32s coming up, and they're mostly in the 6,000 range to 6,200 range.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have a meeting of antiques here. The R1 and 9s first. What a great show. Whistles and horns.
See the roll sign right here, 96th Street, 2nd Avenue?
Yeah.
They recently put that in.
Oh.
Before, the 68As and the 68s at 57th Street, 7th Avenue one time.
Oh.
Back then,
Well, yeah, that's as far as it went. So.
exactly. Back then, that's what she was using. 68As, 68s.
Well, pretty
was all.
fairly soon they'll go even further than that. So, all right, cool. Busy place right now. We got these R46s stopped on a Q train from Manhattan. We got the R16 and the R10s coming, and the R32s are heading back to Brighton Beach. Busy place. Oh, what a show they're putting on. Comes the train with the R10 in the lead, which was very common on the A train years ago. I rode one to Far Rockaway one winter's day and almost froze to death waiting inside for the doors to close. We're on the other side waiting for the next Q train to Avenue U. The R1s and the R9s. Love that whistle. And then the next stop of the R1, R9 set is coming down. Here it comes. Our last stop on this great day of transit hunting and riding is Avenue U. We'll get the end of the parade of trains here. It's supposed to end at 4. I got 3:38 p.m. Okay, approaching, bound for Kings Highway to the north is the R32 set built by Bud Company. Visibility here is excellent. You can see the trains coming and going for quite a distance here. All right, at 3:44, it's going to get busy around here. All 4 tracks are going to see something. First up are the R32s heading back to Brighton Beach. Soon after, we'll have the R10 set coming, bound for Kings Highway, and a couple of Q trains. R68s. It's about as busy as it gets here on a weekend, but that's not all that unusual during the week when the B train is running. Here come the R1s and the R9 set, going back to Kings Highway. What do I have memories of riding those cars back when I was like 14, 15 years old? I used to go to the city and ride the subways all over for 20 cents. Yeah, he's stopping. I used to smell the, I used to have marathons. I'd ride on the subway for like 10 hours. That was when they had sit-down restaurants in some of the subway stations. Spent the whole day riding around for 20 cents. What a deal. Two R10s and an R16, the latter being short, ran on the IRT. The R10s mainly ran on the A train. Almost 4 o'clock, that's when this parade of trains event is supposed to end. I got just about 4 o'clock, 3:58. Well, here come the R1 and R9 equipment sets. Love those cars. Hope to see them on the Shopper Special this Christmas. It's a little after 4, getting one more run by the R32. There's actually 2 more. He has to come back. He blew a nice high-low. Come the R32 is going back to Brighton Beach. 4-car set.